Hello there, this is Malik and welcome to episode 6 of my Space Haven series. We are hopefully getting close to being kind of cool and with lots of facilities. Where the hell did one of my infra blocks go? Did it just get used up in something else? Yeah, it probably did, you know. Yeah, we probably need to trade more infra blocks, but what we can do... So what's the difference between the lab and the workbench? Let's have a little look. So, workbench used for reverse engineering purposes, supporting research efforts to invent new technologies. Crew members can disassemble mechanical items, dissect biological entities, ooh, and experiment with various resources to discover valuable information. And the research lab contains an archived scientific data from Earth. Crew members with research skill may operate it to unlock more advanced technology. Once built, you can access the technology options by selecting the research lab and opening the research tab. So that's kind of the library of stuff. And then that's the take stuff that already exists and turn it into things. So the lab itself's probably what we need first, I guess. Lovely. That's a very disturbing thing. Who empties the toilet then, or does it just kind of magically get emptied? Like, does someone have to go and empty it? Dumps. Lol. What's the temperature like in there? 9. 9! Like, we've got the wall window as well. It's kind of cool. Okay, let's have a wall light. Because wall lights are always cool. And then I kind of want a thermal regulator in there so that it's, he's got a thermal regulator. I know it's not actually that. Cover object. So you intentionally put stuff in your ship purely for cover. I guess if you're gonna get attacked, then probably best to have some cover, I guess. I mean, yeah. Decorations. I think we need decorations. Because I did go through a little bit and then got distracted. Oh, there's the algae dispenser, which then... Oh no, I've just suddenly realised it converts the exact thing that poo is made of into food. The toilet produces water. I mean, it doesn't show it here, but... The toilet produces water and biomatter. And then the algae dispenser turns those exact resources into processed food. Oh boy. Oh dear. Well, never mind. So it's just it's eating your own poo, but with extra steps. Right, okay. I'm gonna set up the research lab in here. It's a big boy. It's a big boy building. Oh boy. I don't know where to put it because I don't really know what else needs to go into this room. People in bed can stare at the side of the head of the person that's still working. Let's put a wall thermal regulator, shall we? And then we need to, yeah, and then that's kind of used up all of my resources. So that's a load of ice, which we now have, which is good. Pet Riot's back. Oh, it's really therapeutic still. It's a strangely therapeutic game. Just watching you guys work. Oh. Lucky 13. Oh, here we go. Visionary Connor White. If you find the Garden of Eden, burn it, they say. Sure. Okay, what trade have you guys got? So what do you want? What do you want? I mean, processed food apparently is a thing that you want. Can I just, like, make processed food? Because it said, if I remember correctly, now that's space food. If I look at them and... because they want processed food. So I'm scrolling around and not thinking at all. Produced by Algae Dispenser and Kitchen. But the kitchen produces this, which is a prepared meal, which I thought was different because the algae dispenser is gross, for want of a better way of describing it. Oh, have we run out of nut? No, we haven't run out of nuts, but I think we've run out of root vegetables. That is unfortunate. Can I, it's 5-1, so, okay. Now I'm just trying to think how much water do we actually have. A lot. We have 55 that we can produce. Do I need an algae dispenser then? I don't really want to build one if I can help it, but you know how it is. You know how it is. Right. Whatever you guys are doing, it's probably less important than getting drafted into the military and getting into the shuttle. And then we have the shuttle itself. I'm gonna enter this end. And the reason for that is because we're not then going to get attacked from both sides. It's a nice bottleneck for us to create a beachhead kind of thing, you know? And with any luck, we'll have loads and loads of resources on board here. There's a... Oh, got a data log. That's kind of awesome. Fruits and artificial meat, that's good. It seems abandoned, but there's still a fair bit left to explore. One would assume we would have come across people by now. Gotta keep an eye on our oxygen as well. Okay. It was just abandoned. No horrible aliens in sight. Okay. Well, you're all undrafted. You're undrafted. But, Pat, you can stay drafted for now. Everyone's going to go for a break. But that's fine. I can start doing the whole salvage thing on this now. You're undrafted. Okay. That was really atmospheric, you know. Somehow that was just very atmospheric kind of a way. It was spoopy, some might say. Rather spoopy. Okay, all aboard. So we've scanned the vessel. That's cool. Now we're going to have a little look at transfer options. Oh, no infra blocks, but we're definitely going to take everything on board. We've got some water, some fuel, some electrical components, just a little bit of food. Nothing crazy, but a little bit of food. Infra scrap is my top priority at the moment, so I'm going to tell them to do infra scrap, and then I'll switch to other things. Cool. Everyone is sleepy. Everyone's sleepy. Captain Forever, Omnicore. All we need now is a fresh start. I mean, I guess. Probably should have looked to see how much just got consumed, but I don't suppose it really matters. Oh boy, there's a lot of action going on. So, Strudel and Little Horn have gone aboard the derelict vessel. You know, area's secured. And they're gonna end up looting all of the stuff. Yeah, get that noms, bring it on board. There's something weirdly satisfying about even just 2 boxes. One with some fruits and one with some nuts. I mean, it's just weirdly satisfying that we've found some fucking fruits and nuts. Why? Why is that good? Why is that satisfying? Just weird, isn't it? What are they carrying now? Is that water? Is that ice? You're as cold as ice, willing to sacrifice your love. Kami Summers is just chilling. Okay, we've now got research. Okay, guys, what are you willing to trade? Like, what is the price that you're willing to give me for, say, some ice? So 37 for some ice, but you don't actually want water. That's fine. It's that. Chemicals. Okay. Do you have any infra blocks? Doesn't look like these guys do the whole infra block thing. But 37 for ice. If I talk to the civilians and check their trade services, 37 for ice again, weirdly. Okay, so everyone's prices are synchronized, but these guys, they have infra blocks. So I am very tempted to do another trade, knowing that we've got, I mean, yeah, the hull blocks are pretty important. We haven't really got a huge amount coming in from the derelict. It's like, what we've got is good, you know, it was definitely worth doing, but, yeah. What is going on over there? Well, we're gonna do a thing, and okay. So research. We have hang on. Oh, the logs. Yeah, let's read these. So, the apocalypse. The end didn't happen with a bang, or a fanfare, or even a nuclear fireball. It just crept upon us. It began in the 21st century. Humanity made great strides in that century, but so much damage had already been done, and so much of it was invisible too. When the insect population collapsed, food crops and biodiversity both suffered. Without those, ecosystems all over the globe suffered. By the time we curtailed our CO2 emissions, there were too few trees to sequester the excess. I mean, that's very bleak. That would be potentially accurate like a few decades ago, I guess. We're doing actually really well. Not as well as we should be fucking doing, but we were actually doing pretty well, to be fair. But anyway, that's close to political, so we'll move on from that. The result was hotter summers and deeper freezing winters. Species went extinct by the thousand every day. And as we squabbled over the cause and solutions, we pulled ourselves apart. Old allies became bitter rivals. Nations came apart at the seams. The great edifices that supported the internet, global trade, just-in-time delivery, and all of the other things that humanity depended upon to live, they all fell apart. Starvation, disease, and war made the 22nd century even bloodier than the 20th. Damn! Humanity was always good at adapting, though. When the sun baked the land, we invented the thermal regulator. When the crops failed, we invented grow pods. We got better at recycling and at finding new energy sources. But we were always a step behind where we needed to be. Folks used to joke about the big tech firms and their slogans, yesterday's solution to tomorrow. It's not that we destroyed the world. It's not that we destroyed the world. But we certainly made it impossible to sustain human civilization as it was. You see, that's the main thing, guys. I hate to go slightly political again, is that the Earth would be fine. Let's say humanity in real life, we fuck up the Earth with pollution and waste and war. The Earth won't care. It really won't. In a million years, there'll be no evidence we were even here. There'll be life of all kinds flourishing across the planet. People think that we have the nukes to sterilize the Earth. We do not have nukes enough to sterilize the Earth. Oh my goodness. Anything we do now, even if we poured, like let's say we got brainwashed, and the only thing that mattered to every human being alive was to destroy the Earth as best we can. Even then, we would wipe ourselves out before we actually sterilize the Earth. And the Earth, in a million years, wouldn't care. It would just be full of different life again. That's the thing with the Earth. It's a lot tougher than we give it credit for. We think we're big, and we're not that big, actually, humanity. We're not that big. Anyway, sorry. Through it all, we never gave up on space exploration. Actually, no. It's not that we destroyed the world, we sort of made it impossible to... Yeah. Too many places lapsed into a feudal tyranny, or mismanaged themselves into famine, or just plain became unlivable as the climate shifted. Through it all, we never gave up on space exploration. There were complaints, of course, that it was a waste of increasingly valuable resources, that all the money and effort could go towards actually solving the problem now. It seems maybe space was the only solid investment we ever made. Oh. Ooh. Okay. So this one's got a lot of entries. Log 1. Second star to the right. So, this is HSS Call Me Crazy, ship's log, first entry, Captain Floyd Pierce. I thought I should probably start keeping one now, as that we've got an actual ship that can fly. We got the hyperdrive installed today, which means we're all set to leave. Eden, here we come. Brown thinks I'm too optimistic. I just like to think, you know, things are so dark right now, those little lights have to shine that much brighter. Yeah, you too, mate. He just gave me the finger. Anyway, I mean, it was bad down there. Really bloody bad. London's basically underwater nowadays. And the week before we finally got the shuttle to our new haven, I swear I saw a body floating down the street. I'm glad I didn't have to deal with that any longer. I feel bad for the poor sods we left behind, but there's only so quickly this program can work, isn't there? Okay. Odd sentence. It's only going to get worse before it gets better, and it'll just keep getting worse until people have somewhere to go. All the boards and social media are buzzing with this rumor, idea, I'm not sure which, but they all imagine there's a planet out there somewhere, one that's enough like Earth that we could live there. It has to be pretty exact. It needs the right gravity, the right air, the right lots of things. But it's a big galaxy. There's got to be a planet like that out there somewhere, right? People online are calling it Eden. And I guess that's our mission. We can't keep living on these ships forever, can we? No. We need a planet. And I think we learnt from Earth how to keep from messing up the new one. We were just behind the curve with Earth. Eden will be different. We just have to find it. So that's what we're gonna do. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of planets out there. That is very, very true. A lot more than we expected when we started finding them. We were like, hang on a second, there's too many. There's like too many. What are all our rules? So, research. That's what I wanted to look at before I got distracted by log entries. Let's have a little look at this. Oh my god, it's a zoom out. Okay, so we have research lab and research workbench. So we got them. So the lab was the first thing. Now the workbench is the next thing. Navigation console, we obviously got that. We can't build our own. Oh, this is a big hyperdrive. What are the ones we've got then? Hyperium hyperdrive. So, well, I thought T was research then, because it is in some game. What game is it T in? Factorio. That's the one. So, L. Oh my goodness. Why is it L? So yeah. So, a hyperdrive, that probably just uses power then, I guess? I don't know. No idea. A weapons console. So let's have a little look at the hyperdrive. Don't know. Yeah, it looks like it uses power, but then again, so do our current ones. Especially, well, I'm not going to read too much because it is just a lot of boring stuff. So what are these? Basic research, intermediate research. How do these differ? It's like it is like Factorio with the different coloured potions. We've got weapons consoles, and then we've got auto turrets, which require a fair amount of resource. Oof. We've got energy turrets, rocket turrets, shields console. So it's kind of cool that you need a console to man, and then the facility built somewhere. I like that. I mean, it means you end up using a lot more space in your ship for the same thing, but it's like it is in a sci-fi show. You'd have a bridge full of crew, and they would all be on the consoles. There isn't a shield generator behind the wall, behind that console. It's elsewhere on the ship, and you're remotely controlling it. So it makes sense. Operations console we've got, and then scanner. Oh, I've seen them on top of other ships. Little scanny boys. That would actually be kind of cool to research. That's definitely a possible... Yes, we'll add that to the queue and then figure out what the hell we're supposed to do about research in a bit. Power capacity node. Solar panels. Power generators. These are all sounding sexy. Backup power node. Solar panels. That's a lot of resources, but... Needs solar energy. Produces 5. Oh, power generator uses those energy rods we've got. And it's a tiny amount of an energy rod to produce quite a lot of power. Cool. Robotics. Robot storage, robot workshop. Oh, I see. Robot storage for use for storage of robot and android corpses awaiting to be further processed. The facility used to pick apart robot and android remains and scrap them for any usable resources that can be found. Oh, look at that. Those android corpses certainly do have some nice stuff, like an entire energy cell you can use to power your ship if you had the right power source. Interesting. Logistics robot station. So we could have robots on our ship doing stuff. Okay. I like that. That's fine. So the industry produces the recycler. Cool. What does industry 2 give us? Just simple. That's like a gateway to other things. Like an assembler. Which allows us to produce the very things that we're currently unable to produce. Okay, okay. And then Optronics Fabricator. That produces all the extra weird components. I like the idea of being able to produce my own blocks like that, though. Out of raw materials. Better than recycling, that's for sure. Metal refineries. I'm clicking through them all now properly, aren't I? Base metals, noble metals, they produce electronics components. Base metals, carbon, that produces steel. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I like that. Microweaver. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna you know, okay, so that's cool. That's good. Ooh. We have laser weapons. So these are like personal crew equipment. Equipment fabricator. They make various guns that we currently already have out of stuff we do not have. A crawler. Alien technology. Oh, I see. So we're dissecting the corpses. Cool. Yeah. I can do that. I don't know what it gives us, but I could do that. I guess. Medical bed, that would be useful. Jukebox. I mean, cool. Botany. We need botany. I want to drag these, but you can't. Botany's probably more important than all the other ones. An autopsy table. Oh god, and you can actually produce meat. Delicious. Yeah, don't worry, that's... Okay, so... Okay, well that's research. I assume that then will happen. Okay, well, I'm going to call it for this session. Gone a little bit over, but I'm sure you don't mind too much. So until next time, guys, bid you farewell. Hope you enjoyed it. And of course, cheerio.